Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. We are here today with my very first video on MLB The Show 22. Today we're going to be highlighting day one, what to do when you first hop into Diamond Dynasty. So after you complete the tutorial, you're going to have free roam on Diamond Dynasty, and there's going to be a lot to do. There's a brand new game mode, they've changed the way some of their content works. Let's go over it. Now, what is MiniSeasons? Well, MiniSeasons is an 8-team league, your DD team versus CPU computer teams. Those teams are built off of other people's Diamond Dynasty squads, similar to Extra Innings, which this is taking its place. But it's a bit more in-depth than Extra Innings. There's a whole season, as you can see right here. You play each team a certain number of times, and by the end, you get either a playoff spot or you're eliminated. Most people are going to make the playoffs, and when you do, you can earn rewards up to an 89 overall Longoria. Now, obviously, that's a lot for day one. That's 28 3-inning games, but still, it's something to look at, and it's something to grind. Now, obviously, there's a reason that you should be doing mini-seasons besides just winning games, and it's also for programs, and they've changed the way they've done their programs. This time around, the Team Affinity cards are going to be all in this one big, massive program, and you can't get every card through this program. In fact, you only get the pack twice per division, so you'll get the AOS pack twice. One time, a no-sell random card is given to you. And the other time, you get to choose and you can sell the player on the auction house, but it's much later in the program, you need a lot more XP. So of course the question people want to know is, how do I get this XP on day one? Well, there's quite a few ways. There's 30 moments, one with every Team Affinity card. You can knock all these out. It doesn't take too long, it took me like an hour and a half. But then there is this, there's PXP with certain cards that are in this program. A lot of the different variety of cards, all-stars, veterans, you get them all through the program early on, about right here, these packs right here, these are where you get them. And when you use these cards, the best place to do it, I've found, is mini-seasons. If you hop into mini-seasons with these cards on your team, you'll be getting mini-seasons done, and you'll be getting XP done at the same time. So it's a win-win, and it gets you closer to those TA cards. Also on day one, you'll be able to complete the Babe Ruth collection, which is going to be 10k XP, so that's definitely something you should go after. And I would actually not recommend going after this exchange right here on day one. Some people might see this and be like, oh, it's 10k XP. You have to exchange a buttload. Like, if you exchange the Mike Trout, you actually could not finish this, and that really shows you how much you have to do for this. So I'd ignore it for now unless you are a master and have a ton of stubs or something. Speaking of having a ton of stubs, some people are market gurus, and if you're a market guru, it's the time to flip. But be a little bit cautious. The market has been kind of wonky as of late in terms of just literally taking your stubs from you. Basically what I mean is people are putting in buy orders and they're not getting the stubs back when it doesn't go through. And that's just a day one kind of thing. I think it's just being kind of buggy, but I'd watch out for it. It is still a thing. MLB The Show did address it via Twitter, but like, it could still happen. Just be careful, make sure things are good before you make any huge investments. Now, when it comes to packs day one, it is a completely your choice thing. My recommendation is do not touch them. Let's take a look at the set one headliner, right? Spencer Torkelson. You're like, all right, I kind of want him. You can purchase a headliner for $7,500 and give yourself a small chance to get him. Or you can try to purchase this pack, $25k, for a chance to get him. The card costs $22k. So, you know, that's obviously that's a no to this pack, right? Easily. And that's a no to this pack. There's no reason to spend your stubs like that. So I'd avoid these. And then for this pack right here, the 30k big dog pack, the high tier is only like 10k more. If you want the card, just save up for it. Honestly, I think it's worth it. You would just lose so much. I feel like it's a 10k lose k kind of situation. It's your decision, but I wouldn't go for it. If you're considering getting a chase pack, this one is probably the riskiest one of them all because it's a 50 bundle, so you're spending 75k with a chance. Of course, at 50 packs regular, you could get a diamond there too. But people are really looking at this Pujols, but it goes for less than the pack costs. So again, it's the same scenario. Like, if you want the player, just buy him. Another important thing to do day one is to make your ball player if you're into that. It's in the top left-hand corner. It'll prompt you to make your ball player. I've already made mine, so it'll show this screen. But once you make yours and you pick your position, your archetype, all that stuff, you can activate him in your lineup and make sure you're already tallying progress on him. Whether that be getting his equipment or learning what swing you like on him, it's not a bad idea to make your cap early and just get that going, although the majority of that grind is done in Road to the Show. So what does a day one squad look like? Well, it's going to be a lot worse than years prior, actually, because Team Affinity isn't just like what it was. It used to be like a handout. It used to be very easy. People would have all 30 cards in a matter of days, and their team would be full of these cards. Getting one card is a grind right now, so a lot of people have a kind of base team. If you're going no money spent, of course. Depends if you got the standard edition or the MVP, but if you did get one of the higher 2 editions, you're going to get one of these cards that you to pick from. The card art here, and then you get the cover athlete packs. So you will get 2 free diamonds there, and that choice is of course yours, but here's my recommendation. So the reason I took Shohei for my pick was because, of course, he does both things. He pitches and hits, which is really valuable because there's no DH in this year's game. So Shohei actually has really good purpose. Now, he's not an easy pick. There's a lot of good cards in this program. I mean, this Tatis crushes the baseball. This Griffey crushes the baseball with that beautiful swing. There's a new Joe Mauer. There's a Ryan Howard. And there's this Mickey that just obliterates the baseball. They're all good picks. The reason I took Shohei was because he does both, and early in the game, that's what I need. Now for the Takashi Okazaki, hopefully I said that right, card arts that look amazing by the way. You get 5 choices: Mantle, Randy Johnson, Chase Utley, Vlad Sr., or Ricky Henderson. We all know Mickey Mantle, we love Mickey Mantle, he's a balanced guy, got good swing, good stats, he's just the best one in there for me. But if you want to try out Randy Johnson or Chase Utley, obviously feel free to, they're both great. Ricky Henderson's a speedy, great guy in center field as well, and Vlad Sr. is actually probably my number 2 pick, so it's not a bad, there's no bad choice in any of these things, but I definitely think Mickey Mantle's the best well-rounded one, and Shohei Ohtani gives you a lot of value. Another day one thing that you should hop into is Conquest. There's an 88 Mike Piazza that is going to be a fantastic card to have. Just got to complete the USA map, and it doesn't take as long with Conquest sim times being cut in half. Here's the Mike Piazza. He's really good. He does only play catcher, so you'll have to have him be your catcher, no first base, but he's really good at what he does, and I love his swing. You also get 2 other cards for completing the NL and AL territories. NL is Kerry Wood, pretty valuable reliever early game, throwing 96 with a cutter and a slurve, not bad. For the AL, it's a Didi Gregorius card that isn't insane, but not bad. I mean, he could be a bench bat, he could maybe start for a bit, hopefully you're facing a righty with him, but it's not bad rewards at all, it's all free. Speaking of free, we have the Event, which also is home to 2 other diamond cards that you can grind to. The first one being Alfonso Soriano, rocking 120 power on lefties. That's a good card, man, for day 1. Definitely grab him. You only need 15 wins. And then at 20 wins, you get Nolan Ryan, who throws 99. His control is going to be bad, but again, day 1, this is a nasty card. It's a good thing he has a 2-seamer that helps you pitch with him a little bit more. Besides that, his pitch variety is pretty low, but still, it's an okay card. And you can keep going past 20 wins if you want. There's a headliner, there's a lot of packs. It's pretty worth it to go for 50 wins, I'm going to be honest. It's actually worth it to just go for it, man. It's a grind, but worth it. Not to mention, if you get 12 wins, you get an 85 to 89 diamond, which this is like the one time a year where that is really nice. Because once you get to later in the year, this doesn't really mean much, but right now, getting 12 wins in events, it's huge. Who could forget about BR? Day 1 BR is an absolute grind. I will say this. People are sweating on it because, of course, it's the way to make stubs very quickly and easily by just playing online. But you don't even have to be good at it, man. You can just grind it, grind innings, grind PXP with these cards, and you get a free Larry Doby, and you get the BR pack. It will take some time, but if you just grind out these missions, man, it's not too bad. If that wasn't enough for you, you can also hop into Ranked Seasons Day 1 and get your grind going. Now, you're probably not going to get World Series or anything for a bit because it takes time for people's rating to go up. You got to get a lot of people to go up so that you can start earning a decent amount of points per win, but you know, give it a couple days and people will be making World Series. But you don't even have to make World Series this year because it's based off of innings. Of course, they're trying to get people to quit less, so they did it innings versus wins last year. So this is going to be a nice way for you guys to get the World Series pack without even doing too much if you don't want to. Like if you don't make the World Series rating, you can just play the game a ton, 400 innings. That's a hefty amount, but still, it's fair and it works. And that's the day 1 experience, man. Obviously, not all of it can be done in one day. You can pick and choose what you enjoy grinding because that's the beauty of this game, man. It's grind 99. You play the game and you just get rewarded. But of course, if you're going for the best Diamond Dynasty squad possible, you should be going for certain routes like BR and just grinding out the programs. But hopefully this video is helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.